Hi, welcome to Traders Chat. I'm sitting down with Sarah Strat Sniper. How are you?
I am so good, and it's so good to talk to you.
My cheeks hurt from smiling from seeing your face. This is Sarah Strat Sniper. Let me show you. Sarah Strat Sniper, she has 42,000 followers. She has a YouTube channel where she discusses the strat, and she has stratification. You're going to have to help me with that one.
You said it right, stratification.
All right. I've been trading with Sarah for a few years, and I'm ChartGuy. I'm part of the ChartGuys community. We teach technical analysis. This is the first in a series of Traders Chat, where we just chat with pretty cool traders, and we go over tips and tricks that may help you with trading. So Sarah, thank you so much for carving out your time, your busy schedule. I just want to say a few things about Sarah before we get started. She is she is resourceful, gritty, tenacious, intelligent, and just happens to be beautiful. And I am so proud to call her my friend. So
yeah, it's so crazy. We have known each other for years, and we've talked on the phone, but we've never had like a face-to-face conversation. So this is so cool, and I'm so excited to do it.
I know, it's so special. Thank you so much. So Sarah, talk to me. How did you get into trading?
I got into trading probably like a lot of people did back in 2017 when crypto was starting to blow up. My brother told me about it, and I got in on it, which was very hard to do. The crypto world is very confusing with the keys and all the different exchanges and whatnot.
I remember you in Bitcoin Cash.
Oh, yeah. You do?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's funny. I got an extra one of those on accident, those crypto exchanges.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's how you got into trading, and then what made you go from crypto to stocks? Was it just the intrigue, the brain puzzle? What kept you? Crypto got you into it. What kept you?
Money got me into it. The money I was making got me into it, but I knew that wasn't sustainable. So then I found Dan, our little sweetheart Dan, on YouTube, started learning technical analysis, joined the TheChartGuys, and just spent every waking moment learning technical analysis, even when I was at my full-time job as a manager. And then it just all consumed me. It was all I thought about, wanted to learn, wanted to do, wanted to spend my time on. So I was tired of my day job, which I was making really good money at my day job, but I was just so stressed all the time, trying to manage people that didn't want to be managed,
right?
Which you know about that.
And you're a mom, and having to leave the home to do that.
Yes, I'm a single mom. Been that way for 11 years. And yeah, so I just was like, I think at the time, gosh, how old was I? 30.
12. Kidding.
2. I was 32. I'm like, screw it. I'm quitting my job. I got a bunch of savings. I'm going to go all in on this. If I don't, I'll regret it. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to give it everything. And it's worked out so far. So,
and boy, did you.
And yeah. I love it.
I think I've shared with you my trading journey, how I got into it. I sold my business and thought I had enough to retire. I'm 40 and I created this wonderful business and I can retire. And I go look at my brokerage and my IRA, and everything was in a REIT. I don't think you know this part. Everything was in a REIT, tied up with 12% commission to my financial advisor.
12%?
12% was her commission. I was locked in. I could not sell. It was very disheartening, and shame on me for not looking at it through the years. I have an MBA and I'm supposed to know business, but we know that type of business does not translate to stocks. It's totally different. So it just kind of kicked me in the butt that I need to learn this. I need to take over my future. And then the brain tease of it all, it's hard to learn it all, and I love that part. I love that you learn something new every day. So yeah, I'm with you. It was all consuming at the beginning, totally all consuming. So
and that's the thing about learning something that you're passionate about is I've never experienced this before because I never had a direction. What do you want to be when you grow up? I don't know. I just want something that'll pay the bills.
Right.
But then when you find that, it's all you want to do. It doesn't feel like work and like learning and studying and, oh, that sounds awful. It's what you want to do.
Yeah.
So you just go so hard at it.
So when your family and your friends ask you, hey, Sarah, what are you doing? What's your new job? What would you tell them? What was their reaction?
Well, when I told my family and friends, they kind of already knew about it and what I wanted to do. But their reaction was very positive, which I think had a lot to do with kind of like my success is I had my friends and family believe in me, which gave me confidence, like, oh, they're not afraid for me. They think I can do it. But as far as meeting new people, I try not to tell people what I do because you just get that face like, or the, oh, but they have no idea what you're saying. Idea.
And I know something about you, a little extra to add as to what you just said, is you said you had a lot of savings and you're frugal. You save money. And, yes. And Dan goes over this a lot when people say, I want to become a full-time trader. Make sure you have money in the bank and that you know how to save money. You're not a big spender. And that takes the pressure off so you can go find that awesome system. Don't you agree?
Oh yeah, and that was the thing about my job. I worked so hard, and like I said, I was making decent money. I was working so hard, I was so stressed, but I never got to do anything. I never got to go on vacation. So everything that I made just kept sitting in the bank.
Yeah, and so it gave you a cushion to learn this. And I know sometimes that cushion's not enough, and it's still scary, but it probably helped with the journey. So how many times did you think about quitting?
I have to say I might phrase this differently. I never have thought about quitting. I have cried myself to sleep many nights and thought, oh my God, I'm such a failure. This is not going well. This is not how it's supposed to be. I got to figure this out. Many times I've cried to you. I've cried to a lot of people, but never, was I like, this isn't working, I'm ready to quit. It was like, this isn't working, I have to try harder.
Yeah, I like the way you phrased that. Definitely cried myself to sleep a time or two. I.e. XIV debacle I got caught in. So I got caught in when that thing blew up. Yeah, I was in it pretty heavy. So I've learned some really hard lessons through trading, but you're right. I never actually had the thought to quit, but I definitely had the thoughts of, oh my God, you suck. You're a failure. Why can't you be successful? You see all these other successful people and you've been successful at other things. Why isn't this clicking? What are you, dense? Like, what's your problem? And I knew I didn't have gambling tendencies. So what was my issue? So yeah, it was rough at the beginning. I'm so glad you stuck with it. And I'm definitely glad that I stuck with it. So what is the most valuable personality trait or just trait in general do you think a trader should have to be successful?
It's probably a tie between discipline, because this is a self-motivated job. You've got to do your work. You've got to show up. You're not going to get in trouble if you don't, but you're not going to make it. And also self-awareness. So,
good one.
I see so much ego, especially on Twitter, about this stock's going to this, and they just can't be wrong.
Right.
But the problem is, you taught me about this, is cognitive bias, and how people want to believe something and they stay in it and they stay wrong. Well, you can't do that. You have to be aware. You have to be aware of your emotions, aware of what the charts are telling you, and you have to let the charts tell you what is going on. You can't tell the charts what to do.
The chart tells you.
Yeah.
And the cognitive dissonance, knowing what to do, knowing what the chart tells you, and still doing the opposite. that's part of self-sabotage, which is the side that I struggled with. Like, oh, I'm not worthy of this success, or something in the back of my head, self-sabotaging me. I knew this technical analysis. Why am I not doing what the chart said? And combining that too and say, no, we're going to do what the chart says. We're done with this. So cognitive dissonance is something that I dealt with. But one thing I didn't deal with that I see so many newer traders deal with, and even traders in the middle of the road, is not accepting all outcomes. Anything can happen, and accepting that is huge.
Yeah, a big thing I see is people only think they can play to the long side, and everything's a bullish setup. It's not. And as a trader, not as someone who has a 401k, you shouldn't care which direction it goes as long as you're on the right side of it.
Right.
It's more than just bulls.
Play it both ways.
But people are programmed to go long.
Right.
And that's like all they know.
Absolutely. They're totally programmed to go long. Do you think it's harder for a female trader to be public on Twitter? You're so public on Twitter to have that kind of success. Do you think it's harder for you, or the same as others?
So in my experience, no, but I could see how some women might. And it, as long as you're putting out good content, you are giving good advice, you're helpful, you're respectful, just like in life, you're gonna get what you put out. If you allow negativity, if you allow drama, you're gonna get it.
You have to keep your inner hood rat leashed.
Yeah, you gotta keep your St. Louis thug quiet
and just hit the block button.
Yeah. So no, I've had a wonderful experience, and it's been huge. It's been a confidence booster. It's helped me actually trade better because I started teaching it. You know, Dan always says once you start teaching, and I'm sure you've had the same experience.
I know.
Once you start teaching, it just helps it click more with you. You can articulate your words better, express it to others better.
And you start seeing,
it's been wonderful for me.
You start telling someone how to tie their shoe. You really get into the intricacies. The same thing, you know, BYOC. That's how I started. Bring your own chart. I started it on my own.
I remember.
And I had the advice that I gave back then, God knows what I was telling people. But it taught me a lot. And then going live on TheChartGuys, and honestly, the pregame show, we just started it in April, and it's already changed my life. It's changed my trading because I'm now focused on the opening drive trades because I'm focused on that pre-market prep. So teaching, it just gets you to that next level. What is your favorite style of trading?
Day trader.
Day trader, not swing ever?
I do swing, but my swings, because of my frugal nature, Lori, because of my single momness, my swings, they're small. So they're small size because of my frugalness. But that's how I protect myself. But I really enjoy the longer time charts. Right. And I'm trying to do more swing trading. But also in the form of options, because I don't like all that risk.
Yeah, it's defined. It's predefined risk.
Yes.
Absolutely. I completely agree. So I know we're ripping through these questions, but I have you all to myself, so I want to get through them all. What is your workflow?
So nighttime prep is everything. So after the market closes, I have a list of, I try to keep it always between 60 and 70 tickers. And I do have a scanner on TrendSpider that I use, but I've also gotten so fast I can just click the down button and just go through my list, and I look for setups. And if I see a setup, I set alerts. And then in the morning when I'm coming to the computer, if the chart has gapped up above my alert, so my trigger, I will kill it because I don't want to, it's negated for me. So I won't.
You won't chase.
So say I have, 15 setups. I try to keep it at 10. So say I have 10 setups at night, and then in the morning, 4 of them have gapped down, or whatever, I will remove those and only play the ones that are still yet to trigger.
So what percentage of trading success would you attribute to preparation?
Oh my gosh, like 90. The rest is the execution and the exit.
And that should be almost mindless because you have a plan.
Yes.
And that's different for a lot of traders because they get into the day and they're like, oh, look, a squirrel. Oh, look. And then they're chasing all these things that they weren't prepared for. So that's a big answer, what you just gave. Huge.
And something that I stopped doing is I was looking for like big gappers every morning, and I found I didn't like doing that because, one, I wasn't familiar with the ticker, and I felt like I was always looking for something every single day that I didn't even know what I was looking for really, or the name. So that's why I just stick to my list. That's my list. I'm comfortable with it. There's several stocks I don't trade. AMD, I just hate it. Amazon, Google, as much as they move, I don't trade them. I don't like the spreads. So my list is to fit my comfort zone and the stocks that I like to trade, the spreads, if they have options. So, and I'm most comfortable trading those. I don't want to trade a new name every day. I don't know you. Why would I want to trade you?
I love that. That's really good advice. What is your number one tip for new traders?
This is a hard one. Probably because it's what helped me is risk management. You know, be cheap. I probably treaded water for a year and a half, almost close to 2 years.
Which is amazing in itself, because a lot of people pay big tuition and you were treading water, which goes to your risk management because you were keeping your losses tiny.
Yes, very small. So risk management, I would say for a newer trader is everything, because if you lose all your money, you can't do this anymore.
Right.
Just end of story.
Absolutely. Agreed. What was your most memorable trade ever?
It was AMD and it was a loss and I hate it.
That's so funny. You know what I hate? AMC. We both hate AM something. I knew we were sisters. I can't stand AMC. I just don't like things that are hype, and we trade crowd psychology. That's what we do every day on every chart. So I'm not saying I hate trade psychology or crowd psychology because it's what I love. But the Reddit stuff with AMC, it's just something I don't like. So I don't like it. My most memorable trade was definitely Amazon when I woke up Friday morning, and this is bad trading. This is terrible trading. I had calls that were going to expire worthless. And Amazon woke up, they were buying Whole Foods, and Amazon went nuts. And it was one of my biggest trading days ever. And it's like literally the worst thing that could have happened to me. It's like, oh, now I can quit my job. I'm a genius.
Because it was luck.
It was luck. It was not skill. I had not planned that. I was too far out of the money. So that was definitely one of my most memorable trades, but I did learn a lesson. I didn't let that positive profit reinforce a bad habit. I did learn my lesson.
And that's a huge problem with newer traders. They'll hit that jackpot real early on a bad habit.
And then they're like,
think they can,
I'm a genius.
They're like, ooh, I'm going to get my Lambo.
No, you're going to get, what are those, Yugos? You're going to get a Yugo is what you're going to get.
I don't even know what that one is.
You're too young. Okay. It's one of those little bitty cars, like a Fiesta, like a Ford Fiesta.
Oh, okay.
It was called a Yugo. It's like a $3,000 car in the 90s or something. I don't know. Okay, we're going to play a little game. And I did not tell her about this game. Just a quick little game with my sister to have fun before we end this on out. We're going to play a game. This or that. So you have to choose which one you prefer, this or that. So I'll ask you a question and you tell me which one you prefer. Trading for the rest of your life. Trading SPY or Tesla.
Oh, wow.
Only one.
SPY safe. Tesla's exciting. I'm going to go with Tesla.
That's shocking. I thought you would go with the safe one. Options or commons?
Options.
I knew that one. Pizza or burgers?
Burgers.
Crypto or futures?
Ooh, crypto.
Yeah, that's fun, huh?
It is.
Cardinals or Cubs?
Oh, come on now. Cardinals.
St. Louis girl. YouTube
No,
or
my
Net?
boyfriend would.
What?
My boyfriend would say Cubs.
Oh, ooh, divided household.
Yeah.
YouTube or Netflix?
Ooh, YouTube.
Trading View or Toss?
Trading View.
Charting Man Dan or Jason? Just kidding. Don't answer that. Don't.
Lori.
Yes, Chart Gal Lori.
Lori.
Girl, I appreciate your time. Your time is so valuable. Thank you so much for sitting down with me, talking about trading in a very casual way. We didn't pull up any charts, people, but I promise we know how to go over charts. But this is just
Maybe next time.
Traders Chat. Yeah, let's do it again and talk about charts.
Yeah, we should. Let's do it.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
All right.